while you're doing it. You get paid while you're doing it. Basically, you're getting paid for studying. I think that's the coolest thing, one of the coolest things. Guys, it's your girl Vici Avinola back with another video. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm fine, just exhausted. So you guys, today, as you can see from the title, we're talking about how do you stay here after au pair. I get a lot of, okay, now when I come, what happens after the 1 year? Like, how do I stay after the 1 year? And all those kind of questions. So I want to go into detail on that topic. How do you stay here after au pair? What can you do in Germany after au pair? What do you do when your visa expires? And those kind of things. So you guys, I'm going to jump right into it. So there's like five ways of staying here after au pair. Yeah. Because there's practically, and the immigration law is very, very straightforward. It's either or, either or. So like it's easy for me to make this video. So after au pair, what can you do? So the first thing you can do after au pair is FSJ, which stands for Vrijwillige Sociale Jaar, which is a social year. FSJ or BFD, these are volunteering programs that residents of Germany can apply for. And when you're an au pair, you're a resident of Germany, basically. So you can volunteer after your au pair year. You can make an application. And if you do get a place and you're allowed to stay here, that's the first. The second way you can stay here after au pair is language school. Yeah. So language school is language school. You learn German language. Yeah, if you're doing language school, if you find language school, you can stay here, but then there's like a condition attached to that. You need to make a blocked account of 10,000 euros. 10,236 euros for you to be given a residence permit for language school. Yeah. So if you have the 10,200 euros and a place at a language school, then you're allowed to stay here after pay. You'll be given a residence permit. Another way to say after pay, which is similar to the second, is through studying. If you are accepted at a German Institute of Higher Education and you have proof of acceptance, you can stay here after au pair. But, excuse me, you still need the 10,236 euros to prove your livelihood here. It's part of the law. The same way you need for the language school, you need the same for studying. Yeah, so you have 10,000 euros, 10,236 euros, and a school place. Then you can stay here after au pair. The fourth way you can stay here after au pair is Ausbildung, which is apprenticeship, or more like college, or more like trade school. It's a type of education where basically for practical subjects or practical careers, like nursing, electronics. Okay, there's just a million things you can do, a million directions you can go with Ausbildung, science, electronics, or engineering direction. I'm not saying you can be an engineer with that, but in the direction of engineering, like mechatronics or things like that. The direction of the social service, like police, but I think you need to have citizenship for that. Okay, I'm just giving examples like social service direction. Also health direction like nursing or dentistry, or yeah, nursing assistant, things like that. And just many other things. If you want to be a chef, if you love working with your hands, and you just, there's just a million Ausbildung stuff you can do. If you love working in offices, there's stuff to do with finances and stuff like that. Yeah, if that's your thing, just depending on your inclinations, who you are and what you love, there are Ausbildungs for there's an Ausbildung for that, most likely there is. And so Ausbildung is like college or trade school. It's a type of learning where it's practical, not just theory. Like, I think the difference with studying is that it's mostly theory. You go to class and you learn stuff and you study stuff and you write stuff. But then with house building, it's like more practical because you work and study at the same time. So if you're studying nursing, then you go to class to learn the stuff, and then you also go to the hospital every time on a regular basis to apply the stuff that you learn. And then the thing with house building, if you do house building, then you have a right. You can stay in Germany if you find an house building place. The difference is that you don't need a blocked account to do house building. That's why most people go down that road. Yeah, you don't need to block 10,236 euros for that, because when you do house building, this you get paid while you're doing it. You get paid while you're doing it. Basically, you're getting paid for studying. I think that's the coolest thing, one of the coolest things in this country. I think it's cool. Like, you decide to study something and you get paid for studying instead of you paying school fees. Like, that's really cool. Yeah. What else? So these are the 4 main stable ways of staying here after au pair. Then the 5th way, this one, I'm making it last for a reason. So some people come as au pairs at 26 or something, yeah, 25, 26. And yeah, I feel like that age is like a mature age enough for somebody to know if they're ready to be married or not. So if somebody is that age, they came out as an au pair at 26, for example, and they by chance um, have they have somebody that wants to marry them and that they want to marry, that's a German citizen, why not? If it's for love and for the purpose of a godly marriage and not for the purpose of staying here, but it's by chance that at the time that you're doing au pair, the person wants to marry you and you want to marry them and they're a citizen, then that's the way you can stay here. But I'm making it the last for a reason. I think it's best to like build your own empire first. Yes. So yeah, basically these are the ways. Yeah, if somebody marries a German citizen, they can stay here theoretically. These are the 5 ways of staying here after au pair legally. The 6th way is very, like, I'm just putting it there. Not that it's something it's not like it's a route anybody should go down. But if somebody messes up and gets pregnant for a German citizen, then they have the right to stay here. But the legal ways of staying here are the 5 I've mentioned, and the most stable, most practical, most advisable, straightforward ways, which have a lot of benefits afterwards, I think are the first 4. Yeah. So, y'all, that's how you get to stay here after au pair. It's not, yeah, it's either or. Either or. It's among the 5 things I've listed. And if you want me to go down, if you want me to go like deep in detail on any one of them, like Avina, can you please elaborate on the volunteering? Can you please elaborate on studying? Talk more about that. Could you please elaborate on the language thing? Could you please elaborate on Ausbildung? If you want me to elaborate on these things I mentioned, just comment down below. Get in my DMs, Instagram, and email. My email is always in the description. My Instagram is always in the description. You can write to me. I reply. Yeah, the only thing I can help with is if you ask me to go in detail on the marriage part, because I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Yeah. You guys, I'm so damn tired. It's like 10 p.m. It's like 23 hours, like 11 p.m. And I had a long day and I'm so tired. I'm like, let me film.